Hey guys, so as we all know, today's Friday, and Fridays on this channel, the day that we do donut reviews. Unfortunately, this week when I loaded up my truck to go to the gym this morning, I forgot to take my camera with me. So I went to the gym, got my donuts, realized I didn't have the camera, came back to the house. I could have loaded back up into the truck and driven somewhere so I could do a donut review, but I decided that I would just do it here at the desk. So one other thing worth noting is I have a new lens on the camera. It's a wide angle lens so you can see more. Let me know what you think of the lens. Not only if you think it's good that you can see more, but let me know if you see any weird distortion or anything like that. So that's it for that. So the donuts for today, I have to look it up. They came from the original Goodie shop, which is in Upper Arlington. It's kind of an old school bakery. The bag is very plain, nothing special on the bag, but it's kind of old school. So as usual, we're going to start with the glazed donut. I'd almost rather be doing this in my truck so I don't get my little office space in the basement all messed up. But anyway, here we are. So here is the glazed donut. It's got a lot of glaze on it. Here's the bottom. I don't believe they cover the bottom of these. I think it's all on the top. I can tell you it's very soft. It's very sticky. I'd say this is a large next to my face. What do you think? I consider it constitute as a large donut. Got my napkins here. Just for, oh man, this is gonna be a mess. I can tell this is gonna be good already because it's so soft. Oh, there's the side view. I don't know if that really does it justice. There you go, so you can see how it's fried. Alright, so first bite of the original Goodie shop in Upper Arlington glazed donut. The glaze is starting to flake off, so this is gonna be a little bit messy in my basement. I'm gonna start having to put a tarp over me when I eat these things, because this is messy. Especially when you take like stupid, ridiculous big bites like I do. But I think it's important. So my initial feelings on this glazed donut is this is a really, really good glazed donut. It's very chewy. Got a really nice bite to it. Got that really strong yeasty flavor. You can tell this is fresh from this morning. This is a really good glazed donut. So this is going to be a 3-bite glazed donut. I think that makes it a large. See all the glaze on my hands? That's messy. That was a very, very good glazed donut. It had, it was super soft. And it was very chewy. Had really strong yeast flavor. The glaze, even though it flaked off, it was like just the right amount of sweetness. I haven't reviewed Krispy Kremes yet, but I can tell you that a tiny Krispy Kreme donut has like more sugar than what that giant glazed donut had on it. I'm going to say that since it didn't have glaze on the bottom, I'm going to have to dock half a point. But I'm going to give that one a 9.5. That was a fantastic glazed donut. About as good as you can get. So they also, here is the Long John. They're very courteous here. Notice how there was no chocolate on my glazed donut because they wrap each donut and put it in the box. That probably has more to do with the person who's working than anything else. But that is old school chocolate. Look, that is a beautiful, beautiful chocolate cream stick. Another thing about these ones is this is how old school they are. I don't know if I can do this for the camera, but instead of piping it on the ends, they actually slice the donut and they put the filling in. So you know that you're gonna have the proper amount of filling all the way through, and I'm assuming that they use a spatula or a knife to do that. Now, I will say this is a little bit small, but it's not always about the size. Sometimes it's how you use it. And I think that's going to be the case with this one. There's so much chocolate on here that this is going to be a mess in my mustache for sure. But anyway, here we go. That is a ton of chocolate on top. I can taste the chocolate more than I can taste anything else with this particular donut. But I'm not complaining. There's some donut shops that will fill them right when you get in. So if you go in, you order, you can actually get one with like chocolate on the inside, which I will do when I have the opportunity. This one has so much chocolate on the outside that you don't need the chocolate on the inside. See if I can 2-bite this guy. Alrighty. So that was really good. I would say that was very decadent, kind of disgusting, which is what I look for in a cream-filled donut. It had a ton of icing on the outside. It actually had a ton of icing on the inside. It was so good that I wasn't really thinking about it, but now that I have a moment to think back on it, the icing was a little bit sugary. So I'm going to dock half a point for that. But it was very good. The donut itself was very soft. It was definitely filled from end to end and actually side to side. So that was very nice. I like the old school, like slice down the side of the donut. Just kind of a thing like, hey, we're not afraid to do our thing. I like that. There's another donut shop in town that does that, which I'll get to them eventually. There's probably more than one other donut shop in town that does that, but I only know of one. So anyway, what do I call this place again? The original Goodie shop. Glazed donut was a 9.5. I'm going to give the cream stick or Long John, I'm going to give that one a 9.5 as well. It was very good. It was excellent. The only thing that I would dock any points for is the sweetness of the cream filling. It's that like, it's a little sugary where it's almost like gritty. I'm giving it a 9.5. Some people probably really like their filling that way. It's just for my personal taste, not so much. Still an excellent donut, and they have a lot of other really cool things behind the counter. Over on the side next to the cash register, they had all these, I'm sorry. Sorry about the burp. They had all these cookies. They had a lot of Halloween cookies. It's Halloween. Well, we just had Halloween, so I guess they're probably harvest type cookies. But they also had like unicorn cookies that were shaped like unicorns and painted like unicorns. I almost got some of those for my kids, but I didn't. They also have these, I don't know what they call them, like cinnamon sticks, where it's almost like baklava. It's like long, but it's only like this big. It's almost like the size of a small candy bar. And it's layers of dough and all the cinnamon and yumminess that you put in a cinnamon roll, but it's almost in like phyllo dough, but it's not quite phyllo dough. I've gotten those before. They're amazing. They have a lot of like really cool things. They also had a donut that was like this big. It was like a glazed donut that was like that big with chocolate icing on the outside, or on the top, but it was like a gigantic glazed donut. So that could be something. Let me know in the comments below if you would rather see me eat a dozen glazed donuts that might be a little bit smaller and might not be the best glazed donuts in the world, or if you think it would be okay to get one of those giant, like round glazed donuts with chocolate icing on it that's kind of served like a birthday cake, I could probably eat that in one sitting with a couple cups of coffee. So that's an option for the whole 5,000 subscribers celebration. But regardless, before I go on too much of a tangent, the old Goodie shop, or the original Goodie shop in Upper Arlington, the glazed donut was excellent, 9.5. The cream filled, or Long John, or Bismarck, depending on where you're from, that was also excellent, a 9.5. So thank you for watching. I'll talk to you guys soon.